So to make conditional on Scratch, essentially what you're going to do is go to the control part here, and they have this if-then command. Okay, and so that's gonna be, I'm gonna get rid of this. So our if-then-else command is the exact, in Scratch, is the exact same as our if-else statement in Python. So I can take my operators, and look, they have them here for me, which is great. So I can say if x is equal to y, then say x, say it is equal. Now I just wrote x here. Actually, what you would want is to include some variables here, because Scratch needs you to make the variables through this method here. Again, one of the reasons why Scratch becomes a little bit slower and less helpful as you move on. So if x is equal to y, then you're going to say it is equal. Else, you're going to say not equal. Now, if I run this code, right? If I were to run this code by choosing the event to do it, he says it is equal. Why does he say it's equal right now? Because neither of them have a value. They're both at 0. So remember, in variables, we have to set our variables, just like I did the x equal to in Scratch. I mean, in Python, this is how you do it in Scratch. Again, a little bit more work by having to click and drag all this stuff, but simpler as when we get started. So x is equal, set x to 1, set y to 2. Then if we run our code, he says they're not equal now. Okay, so that's how we do a conditional inside of Scratch. Now, to make chained conditionals inside of Scratch, it's very similar to how we do in Python. We go to control, and we just keep layering up more ifs. You don't put it above, because you see, it now is taken inside, so that means it's become nested. But we want to put it under, and you can have tons and tons and tons of ifs, but you don't want to put them at the end, because you're going to have that else. So they go here, and else always comes last. So I can now come up with many different other logical operators. If x is bigger than or less than, I can take my variables. If x is bigger than y. If x is less than y, say it's less, or say it's more. Okay, run, and that's how you get it, the alternative conditions. Now, getting a user prompt, if we go into sensing, to get a user prompt, by which on Scratch is the ask function here. It doesn't really work because you can't really set your variable to what somebody says. Okay? So if you want to have him ask, you wouldn't use variables like this. Okay? But instead you go like this. You say, ask, let's say for example, ask, what's your name? Well, then we go here, and they've created a variable for us, okay, which is answer. So that's how you get the user input. Let's say ask, what is x? Actually, in a sense, we can do this, sorry. So we ask what is x, and then we set x to the answer. That way we have x coming here, okay? And then we'll have to ask again, what is y, and then we'll have to set y to the answer of that, okay? And now we also get a prompt here. And he asks, what is x? X is 5. What is y? Y is 7. Go, and he says, not equal. Okay.